The lab testing phase is officially over. Right now, not in a concept video, not in a controlled experiment, 100 humanoid robots have moved into real family homes in Wuhan, China. This is the SeeLight S1, and it just skipped the laboratory entirely. The SeeLight S1 stands roughly human height. It can navigate stairs, pick up objects, fold laundry, and load household appliances, all without a human touching a controller. The company behind it, GigaAI, is backed by Huawei, and unlike Boston Dynamics, Figure AI, or Galbot's retail systems, they didn't wait for perfect lab results before sending these machines into the wild. The reason that's even possible comes down to 3 letters: VLA. Vision, Language, Action Models. Think of it as a digital brain. The robot looks at a messy real room, sees scattered shoes, a pet, a child's toy on the floor, and makes autonomous decisions without a single human prompt. It is not following pre-programmed instructions. It learns the same way a toddler learns to walk, by looking, by failing, by adjusting. Except its adjustments happen in milliseconds, and every failure gets written back into the model. But not everyone is impressed. Industry experts are raising serious questions, and their concerns are legitimate. A kitchen is not a factory floor. A factory floor has no toddlers, no loose rugs, no pets, no unpredictable spills, no one who leaves a wet towel directly in the robot's path at 7 a.m. Critics argue that VLA models still hallucinate. They misidentify objects. They can mistake a child's plastic cup for a threat, or confuse a soft toy for an obstacle that needs to be removed. A $15,000 machine that makes the wrong decision in a home with children is not just an inconvenience, it's a liability. And here's the part no one is talking about openly. Those 100 families are test subjects. Every mistake the robot makes, every freeze, every misidentification, every wrong move is collected as real-world training data and fed directly back into the next model. The robots aren't just living in these homes, they are learning them. This experiment isn't just a technology showcase. China is staring down a demographic crisis, an aging population, a shrinking workforce, and an economy that needs labor at a scale that human workers can no longer provide. Humanoid robots aren't a tech flex, they are infrastructure. Analysts project a $5 trillion humanoid robotics market within a decade. What happens in those 100 homes in Wuhan right now? The successes, the failures, the chaos shapes who leads that market and who gets left behind. 100 robots, 100 homes, one massive, irreversible bet on the future of human-machine coexistence. But let's go deeper, because the real story here isn't the robot, it's the data pipeline behind it. Every single interaction the SeeLight S1 has inside those homes, every object it touches, every room it navigates, every mistake it makes is being logged, timestamped, and transmitted back to GigaAI servers in real time. Think about what that means at scale. One robot in one home generates hundreds of edge cases per day, cases that no laboratory could ever design. A child's birthday balloon blocking the hallway, a wet floor with no warning sign, a dog that decides the robot is its new best friend. Multiply that by 100 homes, running simultaneously, for months. That is a training data set that no competitor, not Boston Dynamics, not Figure AI, not Tesla's Optimus team, can replicate sitting in a control warehouse. GigaAI isn't just deploying robots, they are building an insurmountable data moat. And the families living alongside these machines, they are generating it for free. Now here's the tension that keeps robotics engineers up at night. Trust. Not the robot's trust in the environment, the human's trust in the robot. Because right now, in those 100 Wuhan homes, there is a real psychological experiment running underneath the technical one. How long does it take a family to stop watching the robot nervously? How long before a parent stops hovering every time the machine walks past their child? How long before it stops feeling like a guest and starts feeling like furniture? That transition from unsettling presence to invisible tool is the inflection point the entire industry is racing toward. Because the moment that trust is established at consumer scale, the adoption curve doesn't grow gradually, it goes vertical. And China has done this before. Consumer electronics, electric vehicles, solar panels. The pattern is always the same. Pilot at scale, absorb the friction, industrialize the solution, then flood the global market before anyone else has finished their safety review. The Wuhan deployment isn't a beta test, it is chapter 1. The question is no longer whether robots will live with us. The question is whether we're ready for what happens when they do. If you want to understand the full race for humanoid dominance and which company is quietly winning it, that video is right there. Don't sleep on it.